Come on in. Good morning.
Happy
good morning.
Monday.
I'm Allison.
I'm Cinnamon.
Together we are
Gonna start
ready
the week
for
with
autumn. Oh, it is not every day you get to interact with a wild wolf pack. And that is what we're going to talk about today. An interaction we had just yesterday. Stay tuned. The theme today is pack. We're going to talk about wolf packs, our own pack, and also a pack of bagels. And there's a whole story.
Spoiler alert. Spoiler, a pack of something.
A pack of treats.
What could it be?
Pretend I didn't say a
no
word.
fair guessing. Should we show our coasters real quick?
Let's do a little shout out.
Our coasters are courtesy of some of our BFFs. Dan, which this one says, I wish I loved anything as much as my dog loves whatever I'm eating. Hashtag teddy bear my dog.
And this is from Scarlett. Thank you, Scarlett. This captures an awesome summer moment when we were all in Balboa Island one year. Was that Balboa? That is
friendship
Balboa.
pack. Yes. That was...
Look at the little kid hiding in the background. Did you ever see that?
Where's there a kid? No, that's do you have your glasses on? Oh, you don't. That's a trash can.
No, this arm, leg.
No, Allison.
Cinnamon, look at this.
Allison, that's we'll see.
It is.
We'll show.
It's sneakers,
Zoom
sock.
in. It's a pole and a trash can.
No, look at this. Sneaker, sock,
Oh,
leg.
yes, okay.
Yes. The hot chocolate is still slightly hot.
Oh,
a little bit warm.
Do you think
lukewarm
so?
chocolate.
I actually did. I made the drink. I boiled it twice. Little hot chocolate, and then 30 minutes later we're finally sitting down. So it's more like chocolate
It's
milk.
been a busy morning. It's Monday. Monday you hit the ground running.
Or just hit the ground, really.
You hit the ground as hard as you can.
Face first. And then drag yourself through the rest of the week.
Oh, first of all, I want to say, if I seem tired, sluggish, if I collapse, it's because I'm wearing a 40-pound sweater. And it is like having a little kindergartner sitting on my shoulders, carrying an anvil.
Oh, I heard you asking Alexa how much does an average kindergartner weigh?
No, I didn't.
So it's 40 pounds? Is it 40 pounds?
It is.
So you really are wearing a
47, yeah.
Because
This is the sweater.
This is a very heavy. We're each wearing homemade sweaters.
This is the sweater I made. It's also Princess Cruise Lines asked if they could use it for their anchor. It is.
Can you imagine if that ever got wet? Al, you can never wear that in an area where you could fall into water.
I don't think I'll ever wear it.
You would
past
sink
today.
like a stone.
I've never worn it because as soon as you put it on, it's like a weighted blanket.
So we're both wearing homemade sweaters. And please let me tell this full story if I could just make a request that if I could just say.
I make no promises.
I'm wearing a sweater that my mom made for me when I was 6 years old.
How old were you?
This is a shout out to Fiona Symington, who was from Scotland. She was in my first grade class, and her mom made her a new sweater almost every day, and I was just enthralled by that. She would come in with these beautiful little cardigans, and her mom was this whiz natter, whatever they call it. And I would say, I love this. Where'd you? And she's like, my mom made it for me last night. And then obviously, in my adult brain, I think she must have also been kind of prodding her mom to Mom,
make me another sweater.
Make me another sweater.
Everyone knows I wear sweaters. Make me another.
So I went to my mom and I said, Mom, can't you knit me a sweater? And like 5 months later, sweater takes. I haven't even been able to do one, so I'm not.
This took a year.
But this was made for, and here's the blessing that my mom, it was the first sweater she's ever made, and she made it for me when I was 6, and it still fits, because picture, I was not this big when I was 6, but I think it's a blessing that Mom got the measurements wrong, because I can wear it as an adult, and it fits like a glove. Can you imagine a 6-year-old Cinnamon wearing this with the sleeves hanging off?
I think they're probably rolled.
Oh, yeah.
Speaking of which, but here's something. I made my sleeves two
bell bottom.
Yeah.
They're bell bottom sleeves.
You can see they're cinched. That was like 2 weeks of knitting I didn't have to do. The crocheting, knitting? What was this? Knitting. But.
Well, and we were both talking about how, because you really worked hard picking up the yarn.
I wanted to.
And it's already starting to pill. Well, and mine is at least 20 years old and no pilling at all.
Well, so this is 100% cotton. I want 100% organic. I had this vision.
But I just think the way
it would be a favorite sweater. It's my least favorite sweater.
I think the way they make yarns has changed, because 20 years ago, the quality of yarn like this has been around the block, and there's not a pill to be found.
Well, they say only the best made sweaters pill.
Oh, really?
Just kidding.
Allison.
It might be true. I think it's cashmere.
You drop these little pearls that are absolutely fake, but the part that where you say no doesn't stick with me, and all these fake trivias.
This might be acrylic. I didn't want to say anything on camera.
Acrylic is what pills.
No. Cashmere and cotton pill.
No, acrylic. I think everything pills except for this.
All right, if you're still with us, and we're glad you are, we're gonna move on. We're gonna move on to
The weather.
The weather.
Who's the MC? I was helping you in case you forgot. I had this feeling you were going to skip over to words.
Let me just say, ever since Cinnamon and I crossed the line to 30, we have been very anxious about memory, haven't we? Like, no, we won't talk about this.
Memory? Did I say that?
No.
When did we say we were worried about memory?
I guess it's just me.
I don't remember having that conversation. Wait. What are you talking about, though? Seriously.
We'll talk about this later.
and then again.
Like I feel like I'm super focused on memory and like, do I remember every single detail of every single thing of every single moment?
Is that why you said you wanted to play Holland Memory today?
No, I just wanted to play Holland Memory.
Okay. I remember that.
Holland Memory is, I asked that 3 days ago, right after we finished.
Well, today in the grand scheme of things.
Yeah. Well, after the bike ride.
Your life is an arm. I'm just kidding. That was what you said. That's like I can tell from that laugh this isn't going to make it in. I haven't had as much practice as Allison, so mine is not as smooth. All right, let's keep moving.
Because you missed my joke about the bike ride.
Bike ride?
That's why I was laughing that way.
What bike ride?
You don't remember the bike ride we took 2 days ago? You don't remember that?
Oh, okay. You just. I swear that Gene went. Dad did that. Dad tormented his parents with these jokes. That you're doing that to me. Stop it. You're stabbing at the sweater, not at me.
Yes.
I think the angles people might have thought that you were stabbing at me.
I was. Because remember what happened? Do you remember when you stabbed my hand this morning and I said, I'm going to get you back by the end of today?
Allison, that did not happen. Allison is doing these fake memories now. That's going to obviously be the theme. The theme is pack. Let's ask Alexa about the weather.
I'm the MC. Did you remember?
I did, but we're stuck in the weeds.
All right. Alexa, what's the weather today?
The current weather is 43 degrees Fahrenheit with clear skies and sun. Today's forecast calls for more of the same, with a high of 66 degrees and a low of 35 degrees.
More of the same. 43 degrees, but it's going to be 66. More of the same.
The gap is narrowing, but it's narrowing toward the chill side. We bumped into a friend of ours in town the other day, and I asked her, I said, because she's a ski instructor, part-time ski instructor.
She knows snow.
She was born and raised in France. She was born in France, raised in Switzerland in the Alps. So anyway, all to say she knows snow, she knows mountains, and she knows the mountain community really well. She's tapped in. So I said to her, what's the word on the mountain? What are they saying about this winter? What are we going to expect? What's the DL on this? And I said, is it going to be as big as the historic snowfall we had last year?
We're building up some suspense here.
She said bigger. She said,
wait.
Allison, here is your reminder.
You lie.
Time to wrap up.
Alexa, thank you. All right.
One of these days we'll actually.
On that note, well, everything else goes quickly after this. Alexa, thank you for the weather. Alexa, you can stop. Words of the day. Words of the day.
You had the words of the day.
All right. For the strength of the pack is the wolf, and the strength of the wolf is the pack. And that's Rudyard Kipling.
Oh.
I thought very appropriate. Mr. Ramos, shout out to Mr. Ramos, Dr. Ramos, our principal in high school used to always say the strength of the chain is the weakest link. No? Something like that. Something about a chain.
It's a link. He might have said link.
Anyway, he said the chain is only as strong as its weakest link. We gotta keep this going because we actually have an appointment down the mountain, and that has to do with our pack.
Lovey.
We're gonna see Lovey. That hurts because I got an earring today. But really quickly, after words of the day, we go into Wildlife Watch. Wildlife Watch. But it's also a little bit of a combination with current events.
Current events.
If you like your raisins, you like current events. And that's what so really quickly, at our local rehab zoo, the Big Bear Alpine Zoo, which only takes in animal rescues. They only take in animals that are being rehabilitated. So just a couple days ago, it was Wolf Appreciation Day at the zoo, which was an especially festive event because we do have, as you've seen in previous episodes, we have 3 new, I think
pack
they're
members,
5 months old, 3 new baby wolves that were rescued from an illegal breeding ring and brought to the zoo to live with Bodhi, the lone wolf. So now he has his pack. They've all been combined together.
A wolf pack only needs to be 3. It's usually between 3 and 20. So now they're 4. So they are a legitimate wolf pack.
And so the zoo was celebrating them over the weekend, or just a couple days ago. And one of the things they did was they invited people at this little station right by their habitat to make a care package. You could put anything in the care package.
Well, anything. They said 2 items.
Yeah.
But I stuffed mine. Because,
well, don't tell you about... First tell what were the things you could put into it.
Okay, they had toys.
Yeah.
They
carrots.
Had food. They had
essential oils that were...
Things that were scents to kind of activate.
Like catnip they also had.
And... they
had a yam covered with peanut butter.
Oh yeah, they had peanut butter, they had cabbage, they had yams, and then they had newspaper that you could spray the scents on.
Because every hour on the hour, they would take all these deliveries that people were putting together. You would see people at the station, and every hour on the hour, they would come in, and you'll see here, they would deliver the packages.
And for the first time ever, so I just assumed they're like pretty wild wolves, but I guess because they're hand-reared, the people just come on in, went in and were tossed, and I was shocked.
It was like dogs, really.
Because the 4 wolves were just like not even phased a little bit. And that shocked me.
Yeah.
That shocked me.
Well, and then they noticed that the coyotes next door, one of which is Siren. Who has a special place in our heart. Because
Siren was rescued because a construction crew found her as a baby. Her eyes weren't even open yet.
And we used to visit her weekly with our niece, and our niece would run along the fence with Siren, and they had it when Siren was like just a pup, and now Siren is grown. And so they said, well, you know, Siren and the other coyote,
Simba's the coyote next to Siren,
we're feeling a little bit left out. They're like, we're gonna, this time at 1 o'clock, we're actually gonna do a care package, the first time for the coyotes. So here she is getting her care package.
This box is from Allison for Siren. Thank you, Allison. She was feeling very left out with the wolves getting all their boxes. Looks like this one has carrot, ball, rosemary, and newspaper. Siren says thank you, Allison.
Woohoo! I put in a carrot, I put in some sage.
She had a ball to play with.
Yeah, and then I sprayed catnip all over the newspaper. That's what she's reacting to when she's rubbing her. That's because there's catnip all over the newspaper. And I drew a label on it that said, "Speedy delivery, handle with care for Siren," and that was fun. So Siren, that was for you.
And the irony was, I stuffed my box full for the coyotes. I didn't realize that Allison had actually specifically delineated hers to Siren in her box, because they said, tell us if it's a wolf or a coyote box.
I said it's a Siren box.
Dutifully wrote coyote. But I was thinking Siren, because Siren's our little fave.
I got there first.
So, and they said only 2 to 3 items per box to keep it. And I stuffed like 8 items in this box, because I was like, this is for Siren, and I want Siren.
Cinnamon took, but my favorite part was,
let me just,
it took a cabbage. They had a cabbage.
That's the part I wanted to talk about.
Oh, okay.
Because we had noticed that the wolves, when they got their boxes, there was peanut butter on the newspaper. So they were eating the newspaper to get to the peanut butter. So I took the cabbage, peeled off some leaves, and just stuffed each leaf like a egg roll. You know, sometimes they do spring rolls with the cabbage leaves with peanut butter, and wrapped it up. So I had cabbage leaves filled with peanut butter.
Which is very funny, because if you saw in the wolf enclosure, they had like one giant cabbage someone had stuffed in the box.
Put the cabbage.
And Sid was like crafting a whole menu. Sid was taking each leaf off, covering it. It
was like a HelloFresh for animals.
It was a recipe.
I had everything set up, and then I had a ball, I had a carrot, I had
I checked with the lady twice, because I'm a rule follower. I said just 2 items. I was like, this lady next to me.
I then took dill and put some dill fronds in there. I took some newspaper and I sprayed it with they said the cheap perfume, that's what it's actually called, cheap perfume scent. I put the cheap perfume scent. They said they loved that. It was filled to the gills, and I quickly boxed it up before they could see that I'd really stuffed it. So fast forward to, they gave Siren Allison's box. I didn't put my name on my box. I didn't know you were supposed to.
Well, Simba, we both said, you know what, Simba needs a little love anyway, so
Poor
she
little
deserved.
Simba.
Yeah.
And so Simba got my box, and the lady, as she's delivering the box, I was like telling Allison excitedly about all this stuff that's in
Simba's
my
like,
box.
wait till you see. Wait till you see.
She's gonna have this. And they were like,
She was like,
Simba will be afraid of this box, but eventually she will.
she's like, just so you guys know, Simba has what we call, what
She's
does
a
she call it?
neophyte or
A
something.
neophobe. She can't. She doesn't handle new things well. So maybe later tonight she'll open this box, but not when we're around to watch. That's what the lady said.
And she like drops my box
And
off.
Simba scampered
Wah,
away.
wah, wah.
Show and tell, guys.
Tune in on Wednesday for the bagel story, and trust me, you won't want to miss it.
Oh, you won't. All right. So for show and tell,
This bagel story
you
deserves...
to squeeze it in.
Not gonna happen.
Love you. We're gonna see you in about 3 seconds.
Love you,
Thinking of
can't
you, love.
wait. I've got a project for us to do. The rest of you, I got nothing. I'll see you on Wednesday. Have a good rest of your day. Don't forget, do
Do unto others as you would have them do unto you.